All right, we are back, and today we're gonna be talking about Attack on Titan. Our thoughts on the series, especially the ending. We're focused a lot on the ending because we talked about Attack on Titan a few times on this channel, especially in our last video. He was not with us, so Daniel, go.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought of AOT as a whole and how you guys like the ending if you've seen it.
And then T, tell us what you thought because we said a little bit last video. Start us off.
So yeah, I guess mainly kind of focusing on the ending of AOT. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority here, but I feel like I'm in the majority here. It's not exactly like okay, so it was a great ending, but it's not the ending that everybody like wanted, if you know what I mean. Like people wanted, like the happy ending where all of them like run off into the sunset. They're all happy now. But I will say the ending that we did get for AOT, the way that Aaron went out and everything, and how he kind of like had his conversations with the people that he wanted to have conversations with, but then wiped their memory. I thought that was a really just a great way to kind of like, because to kind of like just I guess keep them wanting to fight him in the end. Because if they all would have like known, like if they were not known but remembered his conversations with him, I feel like they wouldn't have been like full force like attacking that they were like they needed to be like to be able to defend. But I still think it was like great for him, except for the one the cart titan that he didn't have the conversation with.
Yeah, Peck.
I think. Yeah, but everybody else he had the conversation with, and she was just like, "Man, I wish I would have been able to talk to him."
Say even Reiner got one.
I thought it was pretty nice, and just the way that it ended of just like Casa just sliding into his mouth real quick and just not even like getting a conversation out. It was just like she knew what she had to do, and just had to literally just get a job done. There's no feelings attached, and then the whole "I'll see you again" or whatever it
I'll
was
see
there,
you
and I was
later.
just man, yeah, I'll see you later. Like it was just like man, I'm getting ready to tear up at this because this is a just what a story
Oh
just
yeah,
in general that it was. And I feel like there was a lot of payoffs in the final fight sequence and everything. I just thought it was great. The way it was animated and everything. I thought we got a little taste of everybody kind of getting their a little bit of sauce in the last episode and everything. But man, just the way it ended was just sad. And then I guess kind of like the credit scene of just seeing that it was literally just for nothing. It's just absolutely wild. But it is the tale of humans is constantly like solve one issue but getting right back into another. That's just kind of just how it goes. It's a cycle, and I think they showed that pretty well.
Mm.
yeah. I had one complaint, and it's the fact that Connie survived and Sasha didn't, and Gabby. She could have got stepped on too.
He's pretty random to
He's
survive.
pretty buns.
Honestly, if you would have told me that he would have survived back in like season one, I wouldn't have believed you. Just because he kind of just seemed like a character that was just kind of
He's gonna be like throwaway
get
main
killed at
character,
some point. Yeah,
like
kind of
throwaway
just get.
from the main group at least.
I saw like a video of like just everybody that died, and it was like they were all like shadowed out. Just had the people that were still alive, and they're all like in color and stuff. And it is wild how many people died through the course of that
Oh
show.
yeah.
It
Say
is insane.
I do understand why they killed Sasha. I don't like we were just saying. I don't think we would have cared if Gabby hopped on that blimp and shot Connie. She could have double tapped him, and I don't think any of us would have. I would have been. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's sad because it's been here so long, but Sasha dying was different. And then, like you said, I did like the ending. I thought it was actually a perfect ending. People will complain because their main character got killed off or whatever, but I don't have any complaints with it. I've known about it for 2 years since I did read it. Daniel too, but
Yep.
watching it animated, definitely. I hadn't seen it in a while, so I got a little bit emotional with it. It was like you said, it was overall good. The fight scene was really great. It was a longer fight sequence. It spanned damn near 2 hours, but I would never got bored of it.
Yep. I think AOT as a whole is pretty great. The ending was almost perfect. I do like how they showed in the end that like history kind of repeats itself because Marley never really cared about Paradise, even after Mikasa and all of them stopped the rumbling pretty much from like wiping everybody out, they still just didn't care. It kind of shows that they always thought they were above Paradise, and they always will think they are.
Bro, they're
So
trying to get him the moment it ended. I
yeah,
get they
Yeah.
just transformed in front of you, but settle down.
yeah. Uh, but I think it was a pretty good ending. I know the author said that he knew what the ending was going to be when he first started writing AOT, and he never expected AOT to like blow up like it did. So it's really cool that he didn't change it because people liked certain characters, or they wanted it to end a certain way. So I'm glad that ended how he wanted it to end.
Oh yeah. So no, I agree. Because you said the thing about 139 chapters is 140 is freedom. So Aaron never got that. I thought it was cool when you told us about that.
Mhm.
Wait, what was your guys' favorite part of the series? Like one moment, if you had to, out of all the moments, if you had to erase all of them, keep one. Which one?
To like rewatch back, like for the first time type stuff.
Yeah, we can do that way. Like which moment? Yeah. So which one would you, if you could experience again for the first time?
Um, Either when they kick it off, where Aaron like, I guess, stomps a parade of like that. The dude was having like the conference with all the people in Marley.
Dude, I
Where
was
he
literally
comes
thinking
out
of
from
that.
under the stage. Where he comes out from under the stage. That or where Levi versus Titan first time,
That was
where
mine.
he just straight up slides down his arm. Like,
Middle of getting his
one of
ass
those
beat
two
has a flashback
is
about when they were telling him how, about with this one guy. That
yeah.
insane.
He's just
And
like, wait,
Irwin was
there's
my
just one
favorite
guy
character. So with him dying, so yeah, that was sad, but I understand why it happened. So.
I would say like speech wise, Irwin's speech is a good one to always go back about a soldier's raging. I feel like that's just like really well animated and everything. Um, but yeah, I think the uh, attack on Marley to kick it off was pretty good because also when he fought the Warhammer Titan, I
So
thought
you're
that
talking
was a
about like
pretty
his transformation in the basement and everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
like the
So
Yeah.
first time he attacked Marley,
Yeah,
yeah.
like when he
I
started.
liked it, but I was more excited about it because I hadn't seen our characters in like 4 episodes. I started the new season and thought I was watching different anime, so I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, this little
Well, maybe
girl.
that's what made it more special was the fact that you didn't get him for a second, and then you got him finally.
Irwin dying, Levi piecing up the Beast Titan, and then Levi not choosing Irwin. That's my favorite moment.
That is a really good moment.
Overrated.
All
But
right, T Dub.
No, my favorite moment, I'd have to agree with T. I was literally thinking of it before you even said anything. Was when Aaron attacked Marley, like he kicked it off. Because you have him fighting the Hammer Titan, and then he uses the Jaw Titan to like feed himself. So
just the best
I just
decision.
think that whole section was pretty great.
That with what you said, T, how you say like which moment we could experience again. I think this is probably the anime I would choose, or the series I would choose to experience again for the first time, because there's so much plot twist. Now, if you go back and watch it, you like know what this means, But my
I
first time
agree.
watching through it, it's not my favorite series, but there's just something about that first time experience, everything. So
I don't know. I feel like AOT is better after you know what happens, because then you can look back and you're like, oh, there's like they're foreshadowing here, and like Aaron's in the background, like his future self is at the past and everything.
I
I feel
see,
like
I see what you're
it
talking about,
is.
but go, my bad.
I just feel like it is a good anime, like for the first watch through, but it's better looking back once you've watched it, because you kind of understand what's going on, and you can see the little details that the author put in that you don't catch the first time.
I get where you're
I,
coming
I
from, but
agree
there's
with
just
I
something
agree with
about that first. I don't know. It's like not knowing it, and then when you finally finish you look back and it all. I think I take what you said and I say it makes it probably one of the most rewatchables too, since you can look for that stuff now. But
See, I think both of you are right in that mix because like when you're watching for the first time, you're not gonna pick up on this content clues and everything that's going on.
Say
Like,
you did, you're dumb.
like when Aaron
You're
gets
lying.
his head bunked, he's literally like smoldering at one point, and then later on, you know, well, because he has Titan powers. But yeah, I think it is on that tier of like greatness where it can just first time watcher is gonna enjoy it, and then somebody who's running through it for the third or fourth time is like also gonna love it because they're picking up on the details that they didn't get before.
So you could watch it with a friend who's never watched it and have the same experience. Like,
you can get all excited about the stuff that you're noticing, but your friend's just like, oh, I have like no idea why his head's smoking. I just think it's a funny animation that's going on, like that kind of stuff. I just, man, the ending, like I thought AOT was definitely on another, like just a level for me. As for animes, but that ending was just so well put together and just great. That yeah, it wasn't the happy ending that some people wanted. But man, how great of just the way the series ended. I feel like that should be talked about. More people should just they don't even have to like anime. Just give at least this a shot because I know a lot of people will watch animated shows. Just I don't understand why anime, you know, is that knock, but you gotta at least give this a shot. Yeah, gotta give this because what a just
that one kid Naruto dashed through the hall, high school and junior high, just got everybody. No, I agree.
It's probably one of the best stories, honestly, that I feel like I've watched.
I think out of the series I've watched end to end, with that didn't pick back up. Like Demon Slayer and AOT, probably the two best endings. And I put it a little bit above Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has a great ending for everyone that know. You don't. But there's just something about the Attack on Titan ending that a little bit more does a little bit more for me.
Yeah, really I would have to disagree, but
digs into the emotions too, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Because also one thing I did just find funny about the ending is after Mikasa just cuts off his head, she's just carrying it around, bro.
She gave it a big old kiss, hiding it.
Like, look what I did, guys. I don't know. I just thought that was pretty funny. She's just carrying around his head like a pumpkin, but man, it was just great, and I would hope that people would see like the hype around it. That's like my fans giving it and be like, okay, maybe I can give that series a shot and start a gallant quest because it is awesome.
Yeah, Tito was like, their fans are crazy. We're like, why? He's like, it's just so big. I was like, yeah, there's a big fan base because it's a good series. Like,
yeah, it's a great series. Like,
awesome. I wouldn't say Attack on Titan fans are too toxic. So
that's just wild.
Said he might pick it back up. Might.
Well, it's not gonna happen, but he should pick it back up and actually finish it. Just because I feel like even he would like. I get where he was kind of saying it turned him off, but I think he would at least appreciate the ending.
I don't get how it turned him off.
And the fight you guys talked about, your guys' moment, I spoiled him with. I was like, I'm gonna spoil you with what you're missing out on, which is coming up. And then he watched like a couple episodes again and then dropped it. He didn't even get to the fight. It was I sent him, I was like, watch this fight. It was Warhammer versus Aaron fight, and he just dropped it again.
Just done. Just so.
So out of the characters, not like the Levi's, the Costas, the Aarons, who's your favorite character? Like outside of like the, not I don't want to say the core because I feel like all of them are the core, but like main five.
Kenny.
Who?
Kenny.
Oh, I thought you said any. I was like, that's not an answer.
I thought Reiner had a pretty good redemption. I feel like.
Like at least Annie and him. Bertel kind of got shafted because he died, but
he was kind of lame too.
He was a lame guy. Like out of like that main group, like I wasn't mad when he turned. Like Reiner, everyone looked up to him. He was the Armin of
Marley.
That's Armin's not lame, so
he was the Armin of Marley.
I just don't relate to that. I think Gene, especially towards the end, like Gene played a big part in it, and I think he was a pretty underrated character, I'd say. And then Hanj. Hanj is one of my top 3 characters anyways, though. And when she died, that was definitely...
Hanj's send-off, I thought, was pretty legendary, too. Like, she was just cutting down Colossals like it was literally nothing. And then just the whole, like, where she sees, like, the plane, or the flying boat fly above them. And then she, like, wakes up and is surrounded by the other commanders. I was just like...
Bro, When I first
Damn,
read
bro.
that
Like,
after they killed Aaron, when I first read it and Levi was just seeing all the dead people, I was like, there is no way they let this dude live with half his fingers broken, no eyeball, and then just to kill him at the very end. But they didn't, so
it was, yeah,
they,
it was pretty legendary. Her ending too.
oh yeah. Kenny is yours, Daniel?
No.
Levi surprised to say Kenny.
Kenny's introduction was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like literally, Captain Levi is just talking about him, and he just melts some chick's face back. Like, yep, that was my introduction. Here we go. And the fact
No.
that T-Dub quit at that point.
No, he made it to when they were literally about to open the basement door.
Mm.
I just don't
really?
get it.
Oh, okay.
I just
I
don't
thought it
get
was
it.
around Kenny quit.
No, he was literally on like that last episode of season 3. Like one of the
I
last
think
episodes.
my actual favorite character would probably be Reiner, just because he's him.
They even like watching it, like he was like during the whole like Survey Corps cadet training or whatever, cadet school, like he's just a cool character. Like that group of 3, like, well, besides Bertolt, like Annie and him were cool. Like I thought Jean was lame at the beginning, just there to fawn over Mikasa, what I thought, but they ended up being pretty cool.
And Reiner's also like actually insane.
Oh yeah, I mean he always loses, but tries. He gives it his all. So say you go out at least trying. That's all you can ask for.
That's some hell of endurance though that he can keep going.
How many dubs did he
I
catch?
just
Like
not many.
Catch a whole lot. He got a couple, but
yeah, say it was. I'm saying for the first like
I just keep
10 episodes, he wasn't catching any.
I keep thinking back to him, Bertolt, and Aaron on the wall, and Reiner's like, "Yeah, we started the invasion and we broke the wall and blah blah blah." And Bertolt's like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Say, Buddy just had like I don't know what disease he was tripping on, but like, he was just randomly just all right. Yeah, this is it. Ymir was probably the most forgettable character for me. Not
I don't know.
founder Ymir, fucking ugly Titan Ymir.
I thought it was pretty cool that she like showed that she was like just a random Titan just among them. And she jumped down to save all of them pretty much. She like sacrificed herself, so I thought that was pretty cool too.
The Gremlin Titan, in my eyes.
Amen.
Say I didn't fuck with her,
So
but
that's the type of Titan you'd be.
Gremlin Titan, nah, I'd be some elusive Titan. I'd be a Titan that doesn't grow when you transform. I'd be the same type. I'd be the same height. I don't think people don't know
Like
how
a
short I
double
really
Titan.
am. That's the crazy part. People who watch these don't know how short I am. So we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that.
4'5".
5'5". Yep. I think I'm a little bit. I'm 312. Come on now. All right, anything else you guys will talk about? Talk about characters. Thought about it. Okay.
No, I mean, I feel like I've said my piece. I just feel like people just really need to give it a shot more or less. More
friend
people
needs
that
to
probably
finish
clicked
it.
on this was some fans of it, but man,
I hope
Great show.
nobody who
What a
hasn't
great
watched
one.
it clicked on it because they just got spoiled.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even if you did get spoiled, you probably won't remember, and you will be alright. You just get stuck in the moment. Be
Wise
alright.
man once said it's like a sandwich. That shouldn't be happen.
Yeah, and there's a lot that we haven't said that I feel like we haven't gone over, but
Oh yeah.
it's just a fantastic series that I feel like needs to be admired as so.
The biggest surprise for me was like I didn't know that Titan Shifty was a thing. I wasn't spoiled on that. I didn't watch it when it first came out. Like started I think late 2019 maybe. And no, late 20. And I didn't know Titan shifting was a thing. So when you find out that some of the characters actually are Titans, they're not just random beasts spawned in just for difficulty. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was another like I thought another little twist to the story that really also brought me in. It's like, oh, these son of a bitches also change into the character, like into the Titans as well, into the
Mhm.
monsters. And when they change, they're a little more in control. They can think and everything. So they're not just the mindless beings that are just bloodthirsty after the humans.
Wobbling around.
Yeah.
I have to put a clip of the. You know the one. You know the one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Clip it in. All right, so that's all I have to say. Okay, so we'll catch you guys in the next one, and it may be ranking main characters. Don't know yet, or just characters in general. Talked about. You guys have a good one. Peace.
Yep.